Okay, guys, Capital Audio Fest is right around the corner. I'm going to be there. I know many of you are going to be there. It's a crowded show with many rooms, and sometimes it's tough to get to everything. So in that vein, I have talked to a few brands that have great rooms that I think are under the radar and definitely deserve your visit, and none more so than the one I'm featuring today. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. Once again, big thanks to all you guys. The reason I'm doing this video today is through all the heartwarming wishes I've got with my mom unfortunately passing. It's given me so much more motivation to keep in touch with you guys. And to that vein, a lot of what I'm going to be featuring in the next week has come from vendors and manufacturers that I really feel even more strongly about than ever. They just are good people, and I've been so heartwarming how good this industry is. Yeah, there's always a few bad apples, but in general, this industry I'm so proud to be a part of, so proud to promote. Everything I'm doing in this video, unpaid. I'm just featuring some brands before Capital Audio Fest that I personally can 100% endorse based on all the interactions I've had with them, both on the people behind the brand as well as their technology and their products. And that's what's so important, and one reason you want to go to these shows. It's not just to go in the room, sit off axis, hear a song you don't like at a wrong volume and make a conclusion. That could be part of the equation. The big part of the equation is get to know the people behind it. Get to know their design philosophy. And this video I'm featuring today is Gershman, and what they're going to be doing at their show, give you a little cliff notes of what you're going to hear, because I did a Zoom with Ofra, and you're going to hear that in a second. But they're bringing the sound quality, obviously, in a nice big room, but they're going to be in the room, not a salesperson or any other dealer. You're going to get to meet them, and they have a cross section of their speaker without the baffle, so you can see inside the speaker and what their new speaker is all about and their design philosophy. So it covers all the bases that you as a potential customer would want to see. It still may not be the speaker for you, but every base is covered and you're not going in blind. You can get a better understanding of if it's for you or not. And I tell you, looks wise, this is one of the most unique speakers on the market now, and one of the best sounding. I got to hear it briefly in Toronto. Wanted to spend a lot more time with it, but I definitely plan on spending time in this room at the Capital Audio Fest, and I think you guys should too. So I wanted to do this Zoom with Ofra, give you a little more details from her perspective, what the room's all about, and I'll be doing this with a few other brands that I think of the same ilk. High quality people, high quality products, ones that you don't want to miss at Capital Audio Fest. But enjoy this Zoom with Ofra, and be sure to make any comments or questions. I'm sure she'll be following along. Look forward to seeing you guys there.
But yeah, I wanted to get some of these videos just for select manufacturers for Capital Audio Fest, because I think these shows, people, especially like Capital Audio Fest, it's so massive. Sometimes people don't get to every room. And then sometimes all the rooms with the shiny big rooms get more attention than some of the smaller rooms, or some brands have a lot more wherewithal to promote. But like brands like yourself and a few others, I like to give attention to as much as possible, because you guys are truly doing high end stuff. I know in the background you have your new speaker. Is that right?
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do.
I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with it in Toronto. So you're bringing that to Capital Audio Fest. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that was a very soft introduction in Toronto. It's a smaller show. And really the big launch is in Capital Audio Fest. We're launching that. It's an incredible speaker, and I'm so proud to finally have it out there. I know Ellie was working on this model for so long.
Right.
And I was like, okay, it's ready. Let's get it out. No. We just have, no, we have to, because I wanted to launch it last year in Munich. But, then we went through a few things that we needed to change. And so finally I was waiting for that launch, but it's a small show. So again, not that
Well,
many.
that's something that I think is a small thing you mentioned, but important. There's so many companies that are big conglomerates. They have a lot of bean counters that are pushing them to release stuff and put out new stuff on a schedule because they have to hit, financial goals. Why I like smaller companies like yourselves, ones that are truly dedicated to the passion of the product, and not just the financial side of things. You will wait to put it out when it's ready and when it's
Exactly.
optimized. And that's a
Exactly.
common theme of all the companies that I deal with, is that I get to know the people behind it, and they have that passion over bean counting, or doing it just for marketing purposes. So the
Exactly.
fact that you put it out when it's ready, Toronto show is the one, smaller show, great. Should be really good for Capital Audio Fest. Who are you going to be in the room with?
So we have our friends with us. So this year we're going to have VAC. It's a
Okay,
great
awesome.
company,
Yeah,
and
Kevin.
Lampizator. And I
Okay,
think they're
cool.
also introducing something new this year, which is very exciting. I love their
Interesting.
stuff. And of
Okay.
course, Cardas. We always use
Okay.
their stuff. And I think each and every show. So it's going to be, we have a very large room this year. The only thing is that we have noise pollution in that room, but it is
Oh,
what it
really?
is.
What room are you doing?
Madison room. I think what happened is there's not like a real wall in between the two rooms, and it's like it's called the floating it's floating wall or something. Um,
Okay.
Gary's really helpful in trying to contain the noise and
Okay.
but it is what it is, and we have nice neighbors, so it's okay. And we are in a nice corner with I think that corner has VPI as well and some other nice brands. So
Okay.
it's going to be a really cool show. We're very, very much excited about, showing it off and introducing and it doesn't, of course, it's going to sound incredible because Ellie's designed it, and he put everything that he knows into it. But also there's a lot of technology in it that really makes it really special, but also it's a really good looking speaker. So if
Well,
you
that's
have
the
a
thing nowadays.
and if someone has a problem with the wife acceptance factor, that's the one for them.
I mean, yeah, not every speaker's for everybody, and everybody has different tastes, but there's certain speakers that just have a wow factor.
Yes.
And yeah, you hit the nail on the head with this design. I think it's there's always going to be some people, but you can do it with the grills on or off and get a totally different uh
Look to it.
view
Yeah.
of what it, yeah. And then you've got different finishes and stuff. So yeah, I think that's an important part, is the aesthetics. People overlook. I keep telling, a lot of manufacturers will ask me just general advice as an audiophile, or is that okay? They'll ask me general advice as an audiophile. Hey, how can we sell more speakers? What are your ideas? You're in the marketplace. And I tell them, nowadays, if you're going to be charging 4, 5, 6 figures for a speaker, people want it also to be proud of it in their home. If people come over, it's got to have an aesthetic appeal to it. They don't, even if the performance is here, if the looks are here, it's hard to spend that kind of money. And you have the also, with social media nowadays, almost everybody that makes a big purchase, they will share it on social media, and they want to be proud of what they're sharing. Looks good in the pictures as well as sounds good for the performance. A lot of these cars, they buy it for the looks. These
Sure.
Lamborghinis, Ferraris, they're not taking it on the track for the performance. They're buying it for the looks.
I think
Watches,
I think
same thing.
the issue is to really design something that works both ways. So that looks incredible, and I mean, of course, not everyone's going to like that. Certain, not everybody has the same taste, but that you think it looks really, really good, but also um, form and function. So
Form follows function. Yeah.
to make sure that the acoustic enclosure actually has some type of a meaning to it, or some kind of a benefit for the design. And I think we really nailed nailed it in in doing that. Um, Now, the other thing that we're doing this year, which we haven't done before, is we're bringing another demo pair, which has no front buffle. So you guys can actually see what's the constructions inside and the
Saw that
architectural.
in Toronto. Yeah, you
We
showed what
did,
was
yes.
inside. Yeah.
And I think that's very interesting because this model has two woofers, and each woofer has its own back wave cancellation system, which we really call bass trap. So each woofer has its own, and it has its own compartment. And it's very interesting to see how we do it. And I mean, it's a little bit secretive, but there's a lot of things we don't show. So
Well, I think this is great because you've got the sound quality because you're going to be able to play it in a nice room. You've got the aesthetics on looks, but now you're going to also show the internals of the construction and the technology that you guys are known for. So I think that's the way to do a show. It has everything that people could ask for. Plus, they get to meet you guys. You guys are always in the room. It's not a dealer. It's not some figurehead or employee. It's the actual owners in
of the
there.
company.
And so that's really important to me as well to get to know the people behind the brand. So yeah, what room is you going to be? You said it's
So
Madison.
Madison Room, which is downstairs, I think to the left somewhere. But we've been there last year, so we know how big the room is. Huge. It's
Okay, so
massive.
yeah, I remember that room. It does have the bleed through, but it is a nice size
It's a
room.
nice size room. Yeah.
And I actually closed the show on that, and that was actually perfect because it wasn't having music from other sources.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
you're welcome to come. We'll set up a time you can come and listen
After
or
hours or
after
before.
hours, and then
Yeah.
we can post it and show everyone how it sounds like. We're really, really excited about coming to the Capital Audio Fest this year and seeing everyone. And I think we all had a really crazy year last year with everything that's going on in the world. And I think that music really kept us going and, making us, our head is in the right place. So we're really looking forward to seeing everyone.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. Again, since I had Toronto cut short, I think anybody that hasn't checked out your speakers should definitely. This is the show to check them out. A new release, definitely eye candy galore, ear candy galore, and getting to know you guys is a plus.
Mhm.
So I definitely wanted to feature you guys before the show and let my viewers know about one of these brands and one of these rooms you don't want to miss. So, yeah, I want to thank you for joining me. Is there anything else you wanted to share?
No, we're just looking forward to seeing you and listen to some really, really good music.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm counting the days
Okay. Oh,
and
one
looking
other
forward.
thing. If
Okay.
anyone's interested in a private listening session, just send me an email at gershmanacoustics@yahoo.com, and we'll try and see. We have quite a lot of appointments right now, but we'll try and fit you in and get you a private listening session.
And I highly recommend that because of noise bleed through. Even if you don't have noise bleed through, if you don't get the sweet spot, this room is obviously going to be a crowded room. It's going to be a crowded show. You don't want to make knee-jerk conclusions sitting way off axis, listening to a song you don't know at a volume you don't know. Get a dedicated demo, sit in that sweet spot, at least with 2, 3, 4 songs that you know. That's how you can kind of extrapolate. Yeah, the room will be different than your room, but at least you can get a flavor for that speaker. And that's how I would judge any speaker I'm interested in buying. So that's a great point. Reach out to Ofra. And the price point for the new speaker, what do
Oh,
you,
it's 70,000 US. It's
70,000
not
US?
too bad.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and that for this show in the big rooms, that's going to be probably a bargain. And
Yes,
then
it
you've
is.
got some great room partners with VAC and Cardis, yes, and Lampezator. So that should be a lot of fun.
Toby, yes. And
All
they're
right.
all
Well,
really nice people. So I'm really looking forward to spending some time with them as well.
awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys as always. Thanks for joining me today and see you in a couple weeks.
Stay. Thank you. Bye.